You getting a vasectomy?
Getting a vasectomy.
Oh, let's go, baby.
I think it's fucked up that a lot of women use their offspring as a fucking paycheck. And that shit needs to be put to an end.
Exactly.
Is it fair to say that Dwayne Wade taught LeBron how to be a champion?
No fucking way.
Yes!
He won nothing until he played with Dwayne Wade.
Oh! Hold the fuck
You're
up.
disrespectful
My fucking
right
shirt
now.
is a fucking Nipsey shirt right now.
Alright.
Yeah, you wanna go there? You wanna go there?
Alright. I shouldn't have said it, okay? About to relapse as a group. I didn't tell y'all about the first topic that we was gonna talk about today because it's kind of near and dear to my heart. Something that's kind of sensitive for me. Got an appointment tomorrow.
You getting a vasectomy?
I'm getting a vasectomy.
Oh, let's go, baby. Congratulations, brother.
That's not something to congratulate
Yes,
me
it
on.
is. As a
Like,
nigga that has
damn.
gotten one, congratulations. Ain't gonna pull it out no more, dog.
I
telling
know,
you.
but this is a long handshake. I know, but I don't know. Like I'm the nigga that's not 100% sure that I don't want no more. Actually, I know I do want more kids, so it's like harder for me to deal with. But my wife is done.
You gotta be sure though. Like
I'm not. I
'Cause they
am
know-
sure.
you know
I'm
they
sure
can
I want
reverse
more
that.
kids. Yeah, I know they can reverse it. That
Yeah.
ain't gonna happen though.
so I'm saying you gotta be sure. Like
I'm sure that this is her job to like watch these kids because she does it for like 99% of the work that needs to be done, and I can't force that on her. And if she's sure that she don't want it, and she's like made it clear, I was like, all right.
yeah.
I don't really believe in like accidents and stuff like that. So it's like either you did it or you didn't. So
Do y'all remember how many kids y'all talked about having before?
yes, I have
And when
a
you
video of
actually
it.
get the kids, it's like that whole plan changes.
No, it's not
like,
the kids. It's the kid. It's a kid
the
that
kid.
fucks it up. You have one. I got one.
Yes.
I'm not
I
going.
don't know, man. My Drew was easy. My first kid was easy.
Nah, no,
Michaela
mine was
the
too.
fucking
My kid was.
But it's the second one.
Yes.
'Cause
yeah.
Jay,
The second one was
Zoe,
Yes.
you ain't had your second one yet.
On purpose.
Look, I used to want 5.
I used to
I
want
had
4.
dreams of having a starting basketball team. Mainly because I grew up most of my life an only child.
Yeah.
So I was like, I got in trouble a lot. And if I couldn't go to my cousin's house, I was stuck at home bored out my mind. I was like, at least my kids will have somebody to play with.
Right.
Yeah, bro.
Jay came, that changed it all for me, man.
Man.
Like,
This her birthday present. So I made this appointment. I made the appointment, and then I was like, man, we gotta have like at least one more. And then I had convinced her. We had to talk one night before we went to sleep, and I convinced her like, let's just maybe consider one more. That next day, this nigga gave us the blues, and I said, you know what? Yeah, no, I ain't gonna be able to do this. So I'm getting that done tomorrow. But
Yeah, I'm
all right. So what can he expect? Like what happens during afterwards? Like what's the pain like?
I'm getting some ass the first moment that I'm healthy enough to get some. This was a
Don't
favor.
they say like 6
Oh.
weeks or something like that?
nah.
No, that's for having a kid.
I was about to say.
Even that number don't even matter that much.
I wasn't no 6 weeks. You gonna be in pain for like 2 days.
What kind of pain though?
It's
They say
like-
it's like a little snip and like.
Oh yeah, the procedure quick.
Are you asleep?
They just numb the shit.
Oh,
They numb you up.
Is there a blanket
I got a
at least
question.
covering like
you can't numb the numbing
Do you lay on your
process
back?
though.
Yeah.
Do you lift your legs up?
No. so you lay on your back.
That's my biggest fear.
You lay on your back. So
you be like, okay, sir.
they recommend you shave before you go.
I'm not happening. I'm not helping them do this shit.
Okay, so they gonna shave your shit for you.
Oh, okay, yeah, never mind.
Wait. They say the balls or
Yeah, this shaft
gooch?
too.
What?
Have y'all
Like
ever
the
tried
dick
it?
shaft?
A little bit because they lift your shit up.
You
Yeah, but
watched
do you
them
know-
do it, huh?
They don't want to make sure I ain't get cut.
Do you know
off.
how many
know.
times though? You know how many times I've cut in my balls trying to shave my balls?
Hey, don't do that, bro.
What were
No.
you doing it with?
Clippers.
You
Hey, tell your story now. Tell your story now.
Oh my god.
Listen to this one.
So obviously, you know, Drew. I think Drew was like 14 at the time, and I told this fool stop using my fucking clippers because he never put them back. And this is, and I got like 3 sets of clippers. So I got my
balls
trimmers. I got
clippers?
my Manscaped shit.
The Manscaped.
I got my Manscaped clippers.
Shout out to our investors, Manscaped, for the content.
So this fool, I walked into the bathroom. This fool is lining his fucking mustache with my Manscaped clip. I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you doing? And he thought I was joking, like, bro, I shaved my balls with them. And he said there like, oh man.
It's definitely time for you to get some new clippers if it's cutting you up.
No, not the Manscaped ones. That's when I got them. But I used to use the same shit that would line the T-liners, the gray T-liners.
Yeah, you crazy.
Everybody
Yeah, I know.
Nah, the Manscaped work good though.
But yeah, Manscaped work.
You
good,
should.
Yeah.
So, if you don't shave, they gonna shave you up a little bit, and then they gonna go do the procedure. The shit literally only take a few minutes. It don't take long at all. And then once the numbing wear off, it's like you got like hitting the nuts for a little bit, and it's there.
That hurts.
Yeah, but like
It hurts a lot.
He said that shit like it's okay. Like I got a Charlie horse in my arm.
hey, it don't hurt no more. You know, and I ain't ever got to pull out again in my life ever again.
That's a huge positive.
You know what I used to think when you got a vasectomy? I used to think that you can't bust nuts no more.
Yeah.
Like I thought,
did.
like you remember
Yeah.
when you first went through puberty and you get that little. That never happened to y'all.
Yes.
Oh,
No,
no.
no,
Yeah,
listen
I'm like,
to them, bro. That yeah.
I was like 20 when I lost my virginity. So I
No,
don't
the
really
first
know.
time you ain't never beat your shit. That like
21 was the
First
first time I
off,
beat
that's
one.
crazy as hell.
Don't listen.
This
to
nigga
that.
lying.
You gotta be lying.
I don't remember the little.
The first time you jacked
whatever
off,
the fuck you just
ain't
did.
nothing
though.
come out, but like you get the feeling.
How old were you? You jacked
Shit,
off for the
we
first-
was
It was we.
I'm thinking.
He's like, me and my brothers, we was.
No, because Jordan know what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. We was all watching BET Uncut,
HBO after dark.
HBO After Dark, bro. We was like 9 years.
We was definitely the kids where we had the controller with our finger on the last one. I remember one time his stepdad walked in the room and we pushed the shit. He said, "Man, if y'all don't just turn it back,
Right,
you know what
yeah.
y'all
He
watching."
didn't even give a fuck. Yeah. But yeah. Anyways, what the fuck we was talking about?
All right, so how you feel about it though? Like, cause you still want some, but
So the thing that's why it's not that hard for me is because I don't want none no time soon. So like to me, we had to do something, and birth control low key fucked her up. At least that's what we think, because we tried for a long time to have kids and wasn't able to, and we kind of feel like that was the case. We don't have no proof, but so she can't really. We don't want her to get back on that. That'll fuck her up, and then they say the tube type thing is like a hard procedure for them, and I do want another kid, but they say it's reversible, but I don't think I'm going back. But my thing is like, if she has to do all of the work, it would be like if my job is to be the person that's like the provider for the family to bring the money in, it'd be as if she was like, well, I want this, so I need you to go get another job. And it's like, that's not unrealistic or unreasonable, but that's a hell of an ass to just be like, this is your job and this is how I think you should do it. So
Yeah.
for me, it's kind of like,
I think also too with like just having the two kids, it makes a lot of things easy. All right, like it's even. You got your pair and your pair. Like the kids are close enough in age already. Like if you waited like 5 years from now, it would be like tough for the older kids and the younger kid. And then I don't like. What's your experience with like Drew and Michaela's age gap?
So Drew wants a brother so bad.
still? He's
To this
what,
day.
15, 16?
Yeah, and but Michaela, I was like, she's like, I'll kill that baby. She's a little fucking demon, bro. Like, I'm like, Michaela, you don't want a little baby brother or sister? It's like, I'll kill that baby. I would literally kill that
Oh my
baby.
goodness.
God damn.
You might want to like get ahead of that.
Dude, do you
Cause like she's not because right now she's the baby of the family, so she gets she gets babied in every single way. So if another kid comes in, all the attention goes from her to So
But like, does she say any other like crazy shit like that?
Right.
You need to get a psyche
I mean-
valve.
It might be a good thing to just nudge a conversation with her.
Nah, but
Yeah.
she got like little cousins like Billy and all them. That she,
Michaela's she's literally like me in every way though. Like
Yeah.
she has dark humor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
she knows she's joking, but
yeah, of
For
course,
sure.
yeah.
Do you want more kids though?
I do. I want one more.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Dang.
The
Michaela's how old?
only thing that like The only thought about wanting to have another kid is like doing like AAU again and fucking practice and all. Like, my kids are almost done with that shit.
Yeah,
That's
you're on the other side of parenting.
That's what I was gonna say. Like you,
y'all too new.
You crossing the finish line right now.
Yeah.
See, for me, it's what you used to always say. If you have a kid at the age of like, they start at 3.
Yeah.
That's your, like, I don't want to go through the infant phase again.
That shit's
Yeah,
See,
because
that's
my
what she
daughter
does.
just now sleeping in.
I think you might have just forgot.
Maybe.
What it was like.
Yeah, because
bro.
when Kayla, she gave you hell.
Oh yeah, she was a crybaby for sure.
She gave you hell when she was in that age.
But like, I kind of miss like when I see like y'all two. I'm like, damn, I want another kid.
Right?
Yeah, no, the good times are great.
Yeah.
But that not sleeping shit, that shit for the birds, dog. Like,
And also too, like the traveling aspect of it, it's
Yeah.
hard to travel with little kids.
yeah,
Like when the kids are a little bit older, like it's easy to travel with them still. You don't have to worry about all that.
Grandparents. My kid, I really, if it
But
wasn't
I
for
like to
Danielle,
travel with my kids too, though.
I don't. If it wasn't for Danielle, my kids would be in Las Vegas till they about 17.
Not me. Jay gonna travel. She ain't gonna get impressed by some little dusty nigga taking her to Miami. Shit. She got passport stamps for days.
My kids ain't gonna.
You got boys.
Yeah, I
so
was
you
gonna
said,
say
so-
that's okay. So this is actually a good segment, a little bit too. Kind of similar topic, but y'all heard about Anthony Edwards and him not wanting to take care of his damn kid. How many kids? Do anybody know how many kids he got? I think he has hella kids.
Like I think like 5, right?
it's more. Yeah, I was about to say it's around like that 5
at least
mark.
3 in the last 12 months.
He take care of
None of
any
them was twins, so that's at least 3 women that he had kids with in the last
Wait,
year.
he was on a Netflix show though with. Wasn't his baby mama on the Netflix show? With
The baby mama that he don't want nothing to do with. I think
That's
she's
the one that
famous
was on
in
the
some
show?
kind of way.
That's the one that was on the show. Which girl was it?
He has a full blown girlfriend.
Yeah.
that he's with through all
Whatever-
Of
At
this?
least the last I heard, yes.
Whatever girl was on the Netflix show.
So he's with
I don't
that
know who
girl.
That is.
I don't know.
So that girl also had a baby from another celebrity,
And that's who I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's who I thought.
but that's who he's actually with.
You can tell niggas don't be like in the damn tabloids that day because Daniela came in here. She'd have been like, "This is who this is," and this.
No,
is...
for sure. Deja knows for
Yeah.
100% who it is and who she had a baby by, but I don't remember.
Sometimes she be telling me something. I'm like, "How the fuck do you know that athlete?" Like he's married to so and so. It's like,
I ain't never watched the
so
game.
you
in
know
real
the
life,
person, but you know. But yeah,
I
so
want to say it's Bow Wow.
Yeah,
That
or
nigga
Lil
Bow Wow
Baby or
got-
something.
Bow Wow got the worst.
Or Lil Baby.
Lil
That's
Baby.
It
what-
is
yeah,
Lil Baby's
That's
baby
what Danielle
mama.
told me.
But is that the same baby mama that was on the Netflix show?
There's a stuck on his Netflix
Anthony
show.
Edwards.
Y'all didn't see this Netflix show. The NBA, where they the behind the
The
scenes.
starting 5, whatever.
The starting
Yeah, starting
I know
five.
what you're talking about. I ain't watching.
Oh,
I got to
oh,
like
okay.
the
Y'all
first
ain't watch it
couple
yet. Oh,
episodes.
okay.
That is Lil Baby.
What?
Baby mama.
That's him. That's her, right?
Yeah.
All right, so the question is what we think about him not being a part of this kid's life and just paying 18 years of child support up front.
Yeah,
That nigga ain't
That's
shit for
crazy.
that.
Yeah,
Like that's
I
wild.
can't do that, bro.
Like nigga, you chose that he should be signed up with you to get a vasectomy. He
Right.
ain't gonna be able to take care of no goddamn kids. Like that shit's wild to me.
that was.
But can I say something?
I
Go ahead.
actually have a contrary. Kind
Yeah,
of thought, too.
can I-
I want to
can
hear
I
what you
say
gotta
something?
say. Go ahead.
All
Say it
right.
with your chest.
So if he told the girl that he ain't want a kid, like he's like he don't want a kid, right? But
Right.
she decided to keep the kid. Why is it that like women?
Have that power to just.
Yeah, like it's like this affects both of our lives, and we both made the mistake. Like,
Yeah.
I fucked you raw, but you allowed it to happen.
But like also too, nigga, you know you a millionaire.
Right.
You know bitches is trying to trap you.
Yeah.
It's your responsibility. It ain't her responsibility.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
if he was a broke nigga on the streets, she ain't keeping that fucking baby.
shit,
This-
you'll be surprised.
It is a whole lot of broke.
It's
niggas
a
with
whole
bunch
lot of
kids that they don't
exactly.
need.
That's
I don't
all,
know
and
that.
that's what I'm
them
saying.
niggas ain't probably bagging her. She probably famous on Instagram or some shit like that.
I think it's fucked up that a lot of women use their offspring as a fucking paycheck, and
Yeah,
that shit
bro.
needs to
Yeah,
be put to an
exactly.
end. There's
So-
a couple.
So this is what I'll say about that. I do think that there has been a shift of like women thinking about having kids and their offspring as being their way out, like, of whatever it is, like, but looking at their kid is like, okay, this can get me in a good financial position if I have a baby with this nigga. However, this situation, dog, like, you gonna have a kid, dog. I couldn't imagine myself not being a part of my child's life.
Yeah.
Once I might have made the same threat. I ain't gonna lie. All right, have a kid if you want to. Like, fuck it. That's gonna be your bad. You made this choice, and the kid ain't gonna have no daddy. Once the baby get here, that's a whole different.
Yeah,
you gotta. That's a human being growing up. Like, you should want to be part of it.
Not only that, like, everybody that kid, when he grows up, they gonna know who his daddy is.
Yeah.
And his daddy won't nothing to do with him.
Yeah.
That's a crazy.
That's gonna be a fucked up life.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he gonna be able to. He's saying that now and shit, but he young and dumb, bro. What are you, 24? 23, some shit like that? Like,
Okay, but
I got a question though.
He young and dumb. How old was you when you had Drew?
what shit?
Right, like that ain't an excuse.
But he might have been a lot more mature than he is.
This nigga was in high school.
But I'm just saying, he still at 16 could have been more mature than.
Either
Anthony Edwards
way,
at 24.
it ain't no excuse.
I got a question
for that
though.
nigga.
Like, every big change, like, we all agree, women shouldn't be allowed to do this, right?
Okay,
shouldn't be allowed to do what?
Shouldn't be allowed to use your kids as a way to come up.
So
wealthy.
here's what I
think it's bullshit.
I think the child support shit is bullshit. Like, as far as how much these dudes have to pay.
Yeah,
Like,
it shouldn't be percentage wise.
yeah, it don't cost no fucking kid $20,000 a month to fucking raise.
Yeah.
right.
Like, I agree with that part. I'm just talking about solely just on the part of nigga, you need to go be a fucking dad.
1,000.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
We're all on.
right.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
agreeing with that. You need to
Yeah.
go. Once the kid is there, you need to go do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I do think though there should be some kind of change on. There should not be unlimited number of how much the child support should cost.
Right.
This nigga made a sacrifice to where other niggas don't have to have that responsibility of paying.
He paid the shit for 18 years.
But now
I didn't even know you could do that.
Right, that's what I said, damn.
Hey, he got a hell of a,
max contract.
a deal with that damn inflation and all
That's
that.
what I'm
'cause
saying.
it's
Well,
like
that's
18 years
and that's
from
why
now,
I'm
shit gonna
surprised
be
like
more.
you're allowed to do that because of like inflation. It's like you know, what do you pay, like $1 million today? But shit, over 18 years, like she could have got way more.
18 years from now, like just think of $1 million house today. That's just gonna
Right.
be 18 million.
Or
next.
that nigga might have overpaid. Well, if something happened, nigga get hurt and he out the league.
But I don't think he ain't banging on that at all.
I don't know. I just think that the shit definitely should end. And I also think once that damn kid get here, that's wild to just think that a nigga just like
You just gonna
you're
let him
my
be.
kid, you're my kid, you're my kid.
You're
Who
not.
the fuck are you? Like,
nigga.
that's kind
Like,
of
you
That
really-
nigga pulled the Dave
that's fucked
Chappelle.
up.
Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool.
You would really have to like, I think like you would really have to hate the baby mama like for that. Like, like even if that
do
thought
it.
like
It's worse
even
than
if
hate,
I
though.
hated my baby mama,
Yeah.
like there's no way that's going.
The kid ain't got nothing to do with it.
Right, that's what I'm
the
saying.
kid.
Like,
That's what it feels like.
Yeah. And then I'm thinking like, how is mama letting this shit happen? Like, is the mama gonna choose not to be a grandma?
Right?
and that's why
so-
Jaden Daniels' mama is the way she is because that motherfucker is fucking up, but she don't let nobody around her son. Like,
But if you let anybody,
You gotta
Juju
be Juju
is the one. Juju is the one.
Maybe
You
she
gotta
didn't
be
know
Juju.
exactly who she was.
Juju is the one. Last week we
Nah,
talked
bro.
about if you come into as a college top athlete, if you go into a city, you gonna have to be like that one to get the top recruits. And Danielle was like, "What about Juju?" And I was like, "Damn, you should have been here to say that to Jordan," because I feel like she is that chick in LA right now. She can walk into anywhere she wants.
She
and do
is?
whatever
Yeah,
she
but
wants.
his mama don't give a fuck about none of that.
USC is different.
Like,
USC ain't like UNLV. That's not a good comparison.
I'm just it's
It's
a
not.
contrary. to-
It's nowhere near the same.
Yeah.
But yeah, Juju is the one, and I think she definitely could have let that one slide, and she knows who Juju is. There's no way she's at that game without knowing who that is. I think there's no way.
That would be crazy if she doesn't know who she is.
Yeah. And she's a sport mom too. Like she
Also,
know who
I
that
mean,
is.
though, you did tear ACL. Mama probably like, nah, you gotta A little bit higher.
You think she like
Right,
that cold hearted?
like, son,
that should be cold as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
Son, little girl still in high school, still in college. She ain't out yet.
Yeah, but she a millionaire in college though.
And it sounds.
She also only 19 too though. He like 24.
Oh,
So she might be thinking like something about that too also.
Yeah, she might.
Yeah.
But I
She
still.
probably-
19 with $1 million though. That's ain't the same. Since we already talked about Anthony Edwards, what's y'all predictions for NBA? Like what we in the playoffs now? How far do y'all think the Lakers is going? That's the first question. And who do y'all think is gonna win what? How does it
Lakers, I'm still mid on. I want them. I want the Lakers to go all the way, of course. But I was watching fucking Celtics, dog. Them niggas is tough.
Yeah.
Celtics is tough,
I ain't
dog.
worried about them too much. But
What?
I mean,
You're
like,
not?
You're not.
That's my
Okay,
They're
wait.
reigning champions. They have basically the same exact squad.
there's a couple teams that I don't all the way believe in. I know they just won it, but like they had a favorable path to get there last year, I would say. But the thing I was gonna say is I didn't think we was gonna get to them.
If we get past the Timberwolves, that's a good sign.
If we get past the Timberwolves, is crazy.
It's not even a cakewalk either. Like
It's
that's
not. We
normally
seen
the
last
first round,
night.
like,
The shit
I
ain't
know.
a cakewalk, but we should definitely beat.
I think we'll get past them still. You know, it probably go 6 games. It's just, you know, they'll make some adjustments. They got to figure out how to rebound. And
Our
then
size is a problem.
But also
we
too,
got
like
rid of our rebounder.
there was a stretch where them niggas just didn't miss in that game.
Yes.
Yeah.
They shot over 50, like damn near 60% at one point
Yeah,
from
like,
3.
It was a play where Bron got ripped and Ant came down and just pulled from 3.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's
Deep 3 too.
Can I say something though? How does this nigga have no handles?
Bron ain't got no bag, dog.
That's the
No
thing, bro.
bag when it comes to his handle.
look, if you
20
that
years
big, you
in
don't
the
gotta
game.
have handles.
Bron's
with that
bag
big.
is, hey, come set this pick, give me
Yeah.
this little nigga on me.
Like
the-
he's
that
not a
nigga-
flashy. Like he's not gonna hit you with that. Yeah.
But like he can't like I ain't never seen Bron hit somebody with a crossover. I ain't never seen Bron do a crossover.
He don't.
he has
even
that.
Like,
He has like the most basic crossover. You know, like when you play NBA 2K, he has like that most basic package, and you got to buy BC points to add this crossover and that crossover. Like Bron got the basic,
Yeah.
but he don't give a fuck.
Like
Like
2K used to make you like you couldn't like go 99 on everything.
Yeah.
You had to sacrifice
Yeah.
certain things.
Yeah.
And that's what got sacrificed.
Bro, that nigga cannot dribble the ball, bro.
yeah,
and he don't really try to cross over. He don't like even get to the rim
no, he just overpowered.
Oh, he
he
tried.
needs-
He gets stripped though.
when he needs to. That's the biggest thing to me is that he still is the number one person that should get to the rack and score anytime he wants to. But because of the free throw situation, it's been a plague in his career to where I feel like if he had a little more confidence on the free throw line, he would have a little better bag going to the rack because he would actually practice that.
I don't think it's a lack of confidence. LeBron has literally lived up to.
Yeah.
It's not him getting to the. Oh my god! Like I gotta make this free. LeBron he's built different.
Yeah.
He just bad at free throws.
Oh,
Shaq
yeah,
was built. Shaq was also built different. Like,
Yeah.
but he got to the free throw line. I don't think Shaq is like not well. Actually, I'm gonna take that back.
It's in Bron's
Like, I
head
think-
that I don't want to go to the free throw line.
I
You
think it's
see-
in Bron's head if it's like the game's on the line. With you.
Yes, absolutely.
I don't think like in the
There's
second
times where-
quarter.
But you know what I mean? So I could.
Nah.
There's so many fucking no. So y'all only
Mr.
see
LeBron, go ahead.
no because y'all only
Defend
see
your boy.
since he's been with LA. Yeah.
No.
No. There's
No.
okay.
I've watched him. And I used
Okay,
to get
so-
in arguments about
Okay.
this nigga
With you.
way before. And probably with you about the same shit. Why does he still have the same issues that I used to argue about in 2008 and 2025?
You know damn well that Bron has it in his head that he don't want to get fouled in the last 3 minutes of a game.
Y'all crazy as hell if you think that he thinks that. You know how many games that he closed out?
Is there a way to look this up? Is
He-
there stats for this?
He for sure has hit so many. See, that's a thing.
He has
Y'all,
hit
y'all,
what?
Time out.
y'all
he's
forget
hit
about
what?
the games
Finish
where
that.
he hits the clutch free throws.
Finish that.
Y'all forget about those.
I'm not saying he doesn't
Y'all
hit him when
only
he
pay
gets there.
attention to the times
I'm
that he's missed.
No. I think what I'm paying attention to is the times where it's like we need 2 points and you're LeBron fucking James where you can get to the rack every time and you pull up for a fadeaway.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking
But
about
that's
when
what
you
we're
get to the
talking.
line.
We're not
That's
talking
the
about him at the line. We're talking about him being reluctant to make a play to get to the free throw
Where
line.
it should be 100% unless you get fouled.
Okay, well, and that's the problem. Like LeBron knows that majority of the time he don't get the call.
That's a fair argument
and that's
too.
and if he's
That's
like,
fair.
if I'm not gonna get this call,
He
then
get
I'm
the
gonna
bucket.
make it. Yeah, but it's like it's man, there's so many calls that
But
he
why
don't
are
get,
you
bro.
thinking
Like,
about the
because
call?
he's just big.
This
He don't got the mindset that he should. He don't got Kobe mindset.
He don't got the moment
that's
mentality,
the number
bro.
one thing.
He don't got the moment mentality.
I think I will say that, like, you know, obviously, like, I think LeBron is the greatest basketball player of all time. But
That's not a bad argument.
if we're talking about mentality, yeah, like Jordan and Kobe is just different.
Yeah.
And
That felt really good to hear you say that. I
It
didn't think
did.
that you would say something like that.
I
About to
didn't
take it back?
realize. No.
You're like, should I have said that?
No. So I didn't realize it until I watched that USA documentary. And when
He went through Pal's chest.
that was fucking like that's crazy too. Like
Yeah. His teammate.
he didn't give no fucks.
He
but-
could have hurt him.
But
he didn't
yeah,
give
I
no
know.
fucks.
That's the thing. But I think for me it was like when that scene where they're like, okay, everybody was out partying, right? They're walking in at 5 a.m.
Yep.
Even with LeBron walking in at 5 a.m. and Kobe's in a full sweat, getting up shots, and it's like that like when he changed the whole culture of that USA team.
Yeah.
And I think that's why they won the gold medal, honestly. Like,
Yeah.
because they completely changed after that. So it was like, that's just like yeah.
Dude, there's like, we share them all the time
Yep.
on Instagram. Like when you hear the stories that former players share about Kobe, and like the shit they share, you think they talking about somebody that ain't fucking real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
mentality wise, that nigga was different.
Yeah.
But Kobe had to be different though, like that mentally, like because
Yep.
he wasn't like the biggest, the strongest, the fastest guy on the court, right? Like Mike was more athletic than everybody that he played against,
Yep.
right? Kobe wasn't.
Yep.
And Kobe's era,
Everybody caught
T-Mac,
up.
Vince Carter, like those niggas is just as athletic
Oh yeah.
as him. LeBron ain't nobody fucking with LeBron size.
He's a fucking cheat
Right?
code.
And LeBron was like a designated, like we
LeBron was a
we
fucking
want
lab
him
project.
to be.
Thank you.
I'm
Yeah,
convinced.
yeah. Like he was designated
Yeah.
for this shit. Like
Fucking Akron, Ohio is building fucking people between him and Steph Curry. Like, they got something
Real
going-
quick question. I have a question. Why is Steph Curry never, ever, ever in the conversation of GOAT, greatest of all time? I'm not saying he should be.
Because he can't
But-
play
Because
defense.
it's both ends. Yeah. You got to be effective on both ends to be the
When-
greatest of all time.
He's a liability. Niggas call him
yeah.
out.
You cannot.
Niggas
He
be
has
like, yo,
exactly.
pick. I want Steph on me.
Yeah, and luckily he's had Draymond and Clay to help him out, but
Yeah.
he is a liability on defense. You can't be the GOAT. You can't be in top 5 if you can't play defense.
I mean, but
I'm
that
sorry.
nigga's
The offense
nasty.
No,
ain't
he's
overpowered
good.
the
Don't get me wrong,
defense
he-
that much.
No.
Doesn't
When you
matter.
talk
Yeah,
about the
it's
greatest
like-
players of all time, you got to be able to impact the game on both
Yeah,
ends.
exactly.
Was like, are people really thinking about defense when
I've
they talk
never
about the greatest
heard
of all
that
time?
argument.
Yes, they
for
are.
a
Because
GOAT.
people bring up Mike's defensive players of the year.
Yeah.
His all-time defensive team. Kobe's.
Yeah,
Right?
but I
Like-
feel like that's just stuff that people throw in there. They're not really looking
Yeah,
like
you
when
have
you go.
you have to find stuff to throw in there to make your case for the greatest of all time.
I agree, but like when you looking at the eye test, are you looking at how well niggas play defense?
Yes.
I'm looking at the
Yes,
whole
because when the
game,
game
bro.
come down to the
Yeah.
end, if my team on defense and they got a guy, is my guy gonna go stick that guy to win the game also?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Nigga, that's been time Steph's been pulled out the game.
Yeah, in the last
there
2-3
has.
Yeah,
minutes.
like you
for
can't
sure.
tell me you a GOAT. You get pulled out the game
No
because you got
fucking
to
way.
you can't be
Yeah.
a defensive offensive substitution to be considered a
You
GOAT.
try to pull MJ, Kobe, or fucking Bron out the game in the last 2-3 minutes, and they gonna this is gonna be your last day coaching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph gets all the accolades he deserves. 2 of those
People,
hit KD.
people for that's what I'm saying. 2 rings is KD.
Yeah, he had 4. Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and they forget that before they even got KD, they broke the record for most wins in a season.
Yeah.
They're a dynasty.
Yeah.
Like-
GOAT conversation with me. I'm
No.
saying.
But that's the thing. Steph didn't do it by himself, bro. Like it's a
No,
they
he
had a good
did it
team.
by himself. Well, Kobe kind of did. He had Shaq for
No,
three
the
of those
only
chips
the
in one
only
of those
the only
years.
championship that Kobe can get the credit, like full credit for it, was the one
The two
He had the
that he
back-to-back.
won. Yeah, the two that
Okay,
he won.
I was curious of when
Yeah,
you
yeah.
said the only because there
My
was
bad.
two.
The two
I
that
have arguments against
Yeah.
that too, though.
With the first three?
Yes, because
2000,
I'm not
2002?
saying Kobe won those first three, but Shaq didn't win those first three by himself either.
right.
I don't.
he
I never
didn't,
said that
but-
either.
No, a lot of people say that. If you go look at Kobe's stats in those finals,
People that say his contributions wasn't like significant.
but if you go look
are
at the
crazy.
numbers, right? Shaq didn't do it before Kobe joined the team.
He didn't.
All I'm
he
saying
was
is
It's
like,
just like-
though. He was with
Exactly.
What about the game
With
where
Kenny.
Shaq fouled out? What about the game where Shaq fouled out
He had to like finish that shit.
and
too.
Kobe dropped like damn near 40?
Yeah. I mean, I'm on
Bro.
your side.
I've never been like, you know, I've hated
Well,
the Lakers
don't
my
say
whole
never,
fucking
nigga.
no, I've hated the
Don't
Lakers
say
my
never.
whole life.
Okay.
But I've never said like, oh, Shaq would have never won because of Kobe or Kobe wouldn't have won because of Shaq. They both needed each other.
I agree,
Like,
which is
bottom
why you
line.
can't take away.
No, but some of these Kobe fans be like, oh, we ain't need Shaq. Kobe would have did that without Shaq. Like,
Okay,
you
I don't know
fucking
who the
crazy?
fuck you talking to because it
That's
wasn't
like
us.
the majority
It
of
wasn't-
Kobe fans.
No.
Y'all are
No.
delusional.
You
No.
can't say y'all are delusional when you know we're not delusional.
All right, Twitter delusional as fuck.
Nigga, you
like-
just got on Twitter 3 years ago.
That was Instagram.
Yeah, nah. No.
All right,
But-
let me ask you this though, LeBron. Man, if LeBron doesn't go to Miami, does he become a champion?
Yeah, because I think for sure they would have brought in the right pieces for him.
Who?
Yeah.
I don't know. They would have figured
Who was
it out.
coming to Cleveland?
Nah,
I
bro.
don't know. I can't like
Nah, somebody.
But I'm
Nope.
just saying they tried.
LeBron. But that's the thing though. Like,
Is it fair to say that Dwayne Wade taught LeBron how to be a champion?
no fucking way.
Yes.
Are you
Oh my-
fucking
Bro,
crazy?
what did he win before him?
Yes, he did. Yes.
Dwayne Wade, look, niggas gonna stop sleeping on what Dwayne Wade was
Gay.
in the
Should we cut that out?
No, leave that shit in.
Alright,
Leave
fuck
that
that,
shit
nigga,
in.
we keeping it.
Yeah, nah,
But
leave that shit
your
in.
dad-
What I'm saying is Dwayne Wade was a winner.
I think
Dwayne
Wayne
Wade was a
averaged
winner.
like 33 or 36 that first championship he won.
And you can even like Tim S. Grover has Dwayne Wade in the same category as Kobe
know who that
and
is?
Michael Jordan
Yes, he
in
number
his
three.
book Relentless.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3.
Ooh. Do you got him in the top 5 of all time or what?
No, but what I'm saying is LeBron doesn't know how to win until he plays with Dwayne Wade. He won nothing
This is
until
all-
he played with Dwayne Wade.
I think that LeBron for sure wins the championship.
Say whatever you want to say, but he
without
won
going
Do
to
nothing.
you forget that the team that LeBron took to the finals his second year in the league?
Did he win?
It don't matter. He's
He
a fucking,
didn't win.
Yeah.
Name
Name me a player that's gotten took their team, led their team,
Magic
a
Johnson.
trash ass team. I mean a trash ass. That Cleveland Cavaliers team was fucking trash. And you
Okay.
think they gonna beat the
Orlando
fucking
Magic team was trash
Dynasty?
that Dwight Howard took there.
Yeah.
yeah, but
No, that team was decent.
No,
They had shooters all
it was
around
the
him.
equivalent of the fucking Cavaliers.
okay, but like,
was.
That's a good
Against
argument,
the
but it wasn't
equivalent.
that bad.
but if we're talking
I don't know.
We
That
talking
was a
about
little
we
better.
talking about trash
Yeah,
level for like a finals team.
for a fun, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about.
Yeah, I'm saying Orlando was a trash team that.
but also,
Allen Iverson
but also,
took fucking trash.
That's the one.
That's it.
Allen
That's the
Iverson
one.
took trash
Allen
to the
Iverson
finals.
took-
That's the one.
okay, but what year was he?
It
What
don't-
year? No,
it
it,
don't
does matter.
No,
LeBron
it
is
doesn't.
fucking 20 years old taking a team to the finals. How is that not crazy to y'all?
I mean, I kinda
What
agree- I kinda
20-year-old
agree
is
on that
taking their
part.
team to the finals?
I'm not saying it's not crazy, but what I'm saying is he still didn't
It
figure
doesn't
out how to
go to
win
his
until he played with Dwayne Wade.
Okay, bro,
If
but
he
I'm
was a
saying, though,
winner, he wouldn't have
you
gotten
can't-
Dwayne
no,
Wade to
that's-
ally with
bro,
him.
it's about the team, though. It's about the team.
You can have a team that's not Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. With fucking Hall
You're
of
trying to say that
Famers.
LeBron didn't know how to win, but he got his team to the finals when he was 20 years old.
he didn't
But
win.
you
He didn't know how to
didn't
win.
win.
He didn't know how to win a chip.
Because he's going against a fucking Spurs who's a fucking dynasty.
So
Okay.
why
Are you serious?
All I'm saying is
They're like top 10 dynasties in the history of the NBA.
This is what
There's
I'm
only
giving.
30 teams.
No, this is what
No,
I'm giving.
maybe I said it wrong. They're like this. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What I'll give you-
That goddamn
No.
Spurs, that Ginobili, all them motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Like,
What I'll give
how I
you
felt with
is
the
that
Nipsey Kobe
the
shit.
Cavaliers organization was trash.
yes,
That's what I'll give you.
yeah. That's why he left.
But I do not think that warrants, hey, let me call Dwayne Wade.
he didn't call him.
Dwayne Wade said he did.
said he called him.
Dwayne Wade
Yeah,
said he called him.
Dwayne Wade's lie.
Dwayne Wade said he called him.
All right.
What, like the team?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I'm sure he made a couple calls, but
You just said he didn't call him.
LeBron don't gotta call nobody. Be like, hey, you want to team up? Like, no,
Yes, he
like,
did.
I
they
got a
trying
better-
to get LeBron.
Did you see that?
I
Did
got
you
a
see
better
that
take for
interview
y'all.
though?
I got a better take for you. I'm gonna give Bron. Let's just say we
It's
give
too
him all
hot in
his
here for
four.
me having these conversations.
This is how
I'm getting worked up.
This is how I felt defending Nipsey against 3 motherfuckers that didn't like him.
First of all,
So-
Hold the fuck up.
you're disrespectful
My
right
shirt
now.
is a fucking Nipsey shirt right now.
Y'all didn't like him. That's how I felt.
No, you didn't
All
fuck
right.
with Kobe.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, you want to go there? You want to go there?
All right. I shouldn't have said it. Okay. About to relapse as a group. The one thing
Air this bitch out.
she just opened the door.
Turn this bitch out.
All
This
right.
table.
Bron got 4 championships.
Right.
Okay. I'm just gonna name 3 plays really quickly. The 3-pointer from Ray Allen saved his ass.
Yeah, the Kyrie shot, all that. We've heard it all. You know how many times Kobe been saved? Robert Horry, Derek Fisher.
Those
Like,
were
we
not
we can
closeout games.
It doesn't
or
matter.
Game 6s
It doesn't
or 7s.
matter. We can make those arguments about
No, you
this
can't.
and that. Like,
No, you can't.
I don't think.
okay, exactly. Like,
was
what?
Game
is,
7?
that's what I'm saying. You
No,
forget.
Robert Horry, I'll
Game
give you
7.
that.
But fuck that though, right? Like,
I'm-
that's
the
what
two
I'm saying.
champions-
But
nobody brings that up, though.
But that's like,
Yes, they do.
Like,
No, they
people-
don't. Not
like,
just
people-
like you.
like
No,
people
when it
like
comes
say,
to
though, that's
talking about
Shaq's
LeBron.
legacy. That's Shaq's legacy. That
No,
was Shaq's team.
the point I was gonna make is you have the 5, or you got Bron's 4. If you take away 3
You can't
plays,
downplay his championship is what I'm saying, because somebody hit a fucking shot with 50 seconds left. You
I'm
still
s-
got to play defense. Kevin Love played great defense on. That's what y'all
You
forget
right.
about.
Kevin Love did.
Okay, so like it's a team effort.
The
Like,
point that I'm
but
making-
y'all trying to downplay it because Kyrie hit the shot with 56 seconds left. Golden State could still go down and win the game.
the point that I'm making
not like
is
he made it
that
at the
3
fucking
plays could literally change his whole entire
Yes.
legacy.
And so could have any fucking player.
I don't think so, dog.
Are you serious?
Just say-
Okay,
the
wait.
only thing
the
I'll
biggest
say-
one
Oh
is
my
that
God.
if
Oh my God.
if Draymond doesn't get kicked out that game,
Yes,
then
they
that,
probably lose. Yes.
that's crazy because he shouldn't have gotten
Yes.
kicked out of that game.
But you also forget that LeBron took the fucking Warriors to 6 without Kevin Love, without Kyrie, by himself.
Yeah, and they got
Team on his
they got
fucking back.
slaughtered. Like
It was the
4 games
only
they lost. They got
LeBron was the
slaughtered that
only
year.
player in history where they thought about giving, even though he lost, they thought about giving Finals MVP
He'd
to
been the
LeBron.
second. He'd have been the second. Jerry West.
Jerry West.
Man, get the fuck out of here with Jerry
happened.
West.
It's history.
I'm
just
just but
speaking
no,
of
man.
facts.
Jerry West played against PE teachers and fucking like get out of here.
I'm just talking
Fucking
about
Jerry
your,
West.
I'm
I
just
don't even
talking
know
about your
bullshit about no
stat.
Jerry West.
I'm just talking about what you said. That's all.
Man.
He the logo.
Nah, that shit before the 70s don't count.
He the logo.
Hey, he shouldn't be the logo.
Who should be?
Jordan should be the fucking logo, to be honest.
Jordan
But I don't
Bell.
think he the best though. LeBron just
All
don't
right,
got it.
all right.
LeBron don't got a cold logo.
We
that
gotta
can, like
we
be,
gotta
you
move
know.
on. His
All right.
okay. One more real quick. LeBron's. Okay, wait. I'm gonna just let this go. Let's move on.
I feel like you should have said it.
You should, you know,
Whatever
let's
it
hear
is, you should have said
Let's
it.
hear it.
As good as LeBron is, his shoe catalog is
Oh, it's trash,
the
yeah.
worst.
Yeah, I know.
I feel like he should have figured out how to do better on
Don't
that.
nobody play LeBron's. They say
Don't nobody buy them shit.
Kobe's again were the most played shoes in the league this year. The
You
Kobe
know-
Sixes.
I just got Drew some Devin Bookers. Motherfucker rolled his ankle the first game.
Oh shit!
They was on sale for $80. So Devin Booker, fuck you in that trash ass shoe. I'm never buying some Devin Bookers ever
They
again.
don't even
That
look
nigga-
like hoop shoes.
He should have
They
got signed
don't.
a
That's
big
why
baller brand.
I asked Drew, I was like, you sure you want to play in these? And he's like, first game, rolled his fucking ankle.
Yo, that shit funny as fuck.
All
I'm sure
right,
she
so
got
the
it.
question is, where does Chris Brown rank in like in R&B greats?
Top 3 for sure.
Top 3 for sure. I feel like that's easy, honestly.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty easy.
But is he 3? Is he top 3 and is he number 3?
I think it's the argument you can make with Kobe Bryant
Yeah.
and Mike.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah,
I have a hot take for y'all. I feel like Chris Brown is better than Mike in every category possible.
better.
More skilled. He danced better. He sing
He
better.
better. I'm not gonna argue.
those are only really two.
Sounds
And I-
real familiar.
I don't know about
think-
better.
real familiar.
Like, yeah, Kobe is.
No,
he definitely up there.
not Kobe.
He's done a lot of things better than Michael Jordan.
Mike
But-
was just first. Michael Jackson was just the first one to do it. He set the scene, and everybody kind of came after. Is it really everybody though? Like, there's not
But
nobody
look,
that's got.
but
what
has
Chris Brown-
anybody think about like nobody has what artist has impacted the world like
that
Michael Jackson
did?
like
I mean,
Michael
there's
Jackson
a
was
lot
like-
of categories you
But
got to
see,
keep.
here's my argument on that is that
He was
Chris
first.
Brown's has an unfair battle here.
yeah, I would say that.
Because
yeah.
once the Rihanna shit came into play,
Yeah.
like it took away so much from what he could
So
accomplish
is Chris
worldwide.
Brown Kobe?
Because
Because of the rape allegation.
Dog. I feel like that's a pretty good comparison. But the world,
And then the mics and the mics.
the
But
So
back
are
to
you
what you're
Chris
saying.
Brown is the GOAT. R&B.
I don't know if I want to say that. I think
Okay, or is it
arguably-
like the? So actually, let me ask you this, because the R&B thing, is it like the entertainment included in that also? Because if it's like just pure R&B, just like singing, and this is gonna be a hot take, controversial.
I already know who you about to say.
Like we talking about like just R&B, ain't nobody touching Kels.
I knew you was
Yeah,
gonna say
nah,
that.
I knew he was gonna
But
say
you
that
talk
too.
about singing and music wise, like performing wise.
That's something like if you add an entertainment to
Yeah.
it,
Yeah.
then that's
So
That's-
wait,
yeah,
wait,
like
wait,
that.
wait.
that's where you got Mike,
I
Usher, and
enjoy-
Chris Brown.
Kale's music. This is crazy that we about to post this on the internet. We about to get murdered for this. I enjoy
Robert
R.
Kelly is in jail. We talking about
yeah,
Kels.
we talking about
That's the same nigga.
No,
that,
it ain't.
the nigga that was pissing on people is the same nigga singing "Happy People." He just one
That
and
ain't the
one.
nigga I'm talking about. I don't listen to that nigga.
The nigga made good music. He was just a weirdo.
He wasn't
for-
pissing on people. He was stepping in the name of love. We all right.
Drip, drip, drip. The nigga
That was TP3.
The nigga made great music, but I still wouldn't put him like. I like him a lot, but I wouldn't think that he's a better artist, even just R&B pure music wise, than Chris Brown. Chris Brown beats him like by a landslide.
Oh, yo, no.
Like his creativity, his way as good as
No,
he
we're, no, no, no,
sings,
no,
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 we're
no.
talking just
No,
yeah,
I'm talking about
songs.
R&B.
Yeah,
making
yeah.
music.
Because
No, we're just
the
talking about-
creativity
yeah.
of Chris Brown
Yeah.
kind of takes him out of R&B spectrum also.
Okay, well, what are
Like,
you?
I'm talking
what
about
are you
just
using? Just like the
Rhythm
way-
and blues.
We're talking
no,
about
how
yeah.
good he sings, or what?
No,
what-
no.
How
We
good his
talking about
music is?
the, like the hit
what,
songs.
What the genre of
Yeah.
R&B really is.
Right.
Here's the thing though, like when you define a GOAT, it's usually because they have another added value.
Yeah.
Like Michael Jordan has the added value of his sneaker line. And being whatever that was, like to that generation. So Chris Brown to me, he does make R&B music, but he has the added value of being able to dance and cross over to pop and do all this
Entertainment.
other shit. Yeah, entertainment.
So like I think
So that's what I'm
takes
saying.
some-
When you talk about GOAT,
But like to me, I don't think Chris Brown is just an R&B artist, right?
He's not.
Because here's the thing: like let's talk about, we're talking about like football, right? If you're talking about the greatest football player of all time, you're gonna people that's gonna say Tom Brady, you're gonna people that's gonna say Lawrence Taylor, Deion Sanders. Those are all people that can only impact one thing, right? I don't think music you can have that same argument with it.
with Chris Brown,
No, because Chris Brown, with music, it's like entertainment. There's so much more to it than just the music side of it, because you don't only listen to the music.
Right.
You view it also.
right?
So are y'all telling me that I'm the only one that thinks if it's just music wise on who makes a better song, you guys will all take R. Kelly over Chris Brown?
An R&B song, yes.
I ain't gonna lie.
no,
man.
I
Or
don't.
I guess like, what do you say? Chris Brown is pop?
Can I
I personally think.
Like who
I
would you
think
pick
Chris
out of
Brown-
the two?
I think
think
I'm
Chris
a bigger
Brown's
Chris
a
Brown
mix.
fan than most niggas usually are.
But who would make a better song, whether it's R&B or something else?
R. Kelly, bro.
R.
Can you
Kelly?
honestly say Chris Brown can make a better R&B album than 12 Play? He cannot.
Yeah.
He's not nasty enough.
You know what? Yeah. You're right. Chris Brown ain't pissing on nobody. He'll put hands on you, but he ain't pissing on you.
Shit.
I put my hands on you, not this nigga head, though. All right, real quick. Okay, let's keep going. Real quick. Okay, this is a conversation I'm bringing in just for you two niggas on that chair over there.
It's a couch, by the way.
Closest y'all
Throwing
niggas
that
is, I
out
don't know. Did Tory shoot Meg?
Oh, y'all about to
get,
talking about
now
this
you
again.
really about to get us turned in this motherfucker.
They on the same side.
I was
This is
by
like-
myself.
They the only two niggas that has
Yeah.
side.
Look,
I don't give
tell
a
me,
fuck.
we-
I like Meg music better than I like Tory. So she
you like
Meg music better than Tory Lanez? You like to twerk your ass? What the fuck?
What is it? Cause she a bad bitch?
Right,
You-
what the fuck?
I'm not,
Nigga, what?
That was
I'm
crazy.
not driving down the
Don't
street.
ever say that again.
I'm not driving.
Don't you like Meg the
Meg is
Stallion
a
music?
much better rapper
So
than
you
Tory
be
Lanez.
driving
Are
down the
you
street
out
talking
your
about
mind? Exactly. Yeah.
Why would you say that?
That's
She's
crazy.
a better rapper than
You're
Tory Lanez.
fucking insane, dog.
She's a
You're-
better rapper
You're
than Tory.
crazy, dog.
Okay.
Don't look at me this way. I'm not
Oh
with you on
my
that
God.
one. I
Look,
was
dog,
between
he's-
two of them.
Look, who a
Fuck
better
that,
rapper?
fuck that LeBron debate.
You the music
This
person.
shit,
This shit is crazy.
it's really gonna piss me off.
This shit is
Meg
crazy.
the Stallion is a better rapper than Tory Lanez.
Spit me one bar.
I'm not fucking doing that.
Yeah, you like Meg
Go
the
ahead.
Stallion so
Well,
much.
y'all spit a
I
fucking
want
bar
the
then.
ad libs. I want the ad libs and everything.
No,
Come
yeah.
Oh,
on,
you
nigga.
saying no? I'm saying no. Meg the Stallion is a better artist than Tory Lanez.
But
No,
say,
she's not.
how can you say that when you don't? When you just said
entertainer.
when you just said
watch
you
that.
you said you don't listen to Tory Lanez. So how can you
I
say
listen
that?
to some of his
How
music.
you listen to? I could send you 5 or 6 like of his top rap songs
Yeah.
that you gonna be like, okay, but you ain't even listen to it. So how you gonna say that shit
Send
better?
them to me and let's see my decision change by
That
next
shit
week.
crazy.
But
Oh, that's so disrespectful.
We gonna
dog.
fucking
Okay.
talk about Tory
So
Lanez
did-
every episode.
Oh, that's nah,
so,
but that's
so he didn't shoot her
disrespectful,
though,
bro.
right? That's what y'all think.
No.
Yeah, he shot that
Nah,
bitch.
bro. Then what I say?
mean-
If I was Tory Lanez, I'd shot that bitch too.
Hey, that's a big bitch. Like, motherfucking 5'5". Like, you getting your fucking ass whooped, bitch.
Dance, bitch.
Yeah. Pop that pinky toe off.
Lil ass. Why was she fucking with his little ass? That's the problem that she made. She made one mistake, and now everybody on her head about.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we talking music. You
I
crazy.
just don't like the way the shit went after. Like, you don't need to make a documentary about this shit. Like, that's why
Yeah.
I feel like Tory didn't do it.
Yeah.
So you don't feel like he did it because she was trying to clear her name?
Yeah, no, she wasn't trying to clear her name. She was trying to capitalize on clout.
I don't know about that. I feel like
I do feel like that.
when I watched it, it seemed like she was like in a dark place because of
No, the fuck
whole
she wasn't.
way the
you are
industry.
like it. Oh my god.
Nigga, she
feel
wasn't
like-
in no dark place
my
because
God.
of that. She could have been in a dark place, but it wasn't because of that.
Not
like,
at
she
all.
had other shit going on with her mom and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's
That's
real
documentary
shit.
covered
How
all
about
that.
the fact
But-
that you?
But Tory, really, this
What's
nigga gonna put her in a dark place? Like, no, I just don't believe that shit.
It wasn't this nigga was the shot. He shot her, and the world said
She
that
didn't
he did
get
it.
shot, dog.
She didn't get shot. She stepped on some glass.
She
did
did
he
get
shoot
shot.
a bullet towards her? Probably. But
So,
it
did
was
she?
attempted shot?
Did it actually hit her little pinky toe, or was it a laceration from the glass?
I don't
From-
even feel like that happened. I feel like Tory covered up for whatever really happened, and he ended up taking the fall for
Could
it.
you imagine liking the nigga so much that you really feel like you gonna fight his crimes for him? Like, y'all really like this nigga that much?
Nah, actually, the first time.
No, it's not that. But I just
You've been
feel-
riding this dick for like
No.
10, 12
You
years.
crazy.
Oh, that's
You knew this.
disrespectful.
What?
You have this. Nobody gave
You know the
Tory
first-
no
the
respect.
first-
Being a fan.
The first time. First of all,
You would have said
you
this
just
too.
said a very-
You would have said the same thing 3 years ago, Dante.
No.
Yes, you would have.
Maybe 6. Maybe 6. I was a crazy nigga when I was young. I wouldn't have said that shit as an adult.
All right, well, We're gonna move on to the last segment real
Move
quick.
the fuck on.
This is a segment that you created. It's called Goat.
I'm never letting this go though.
Yeah.
You said Meg the Stallion is a better rapper.
And I'm standing on
Yeah,
it.
that shit crazy.
Next thing you know,
Nigga just did it.
next thing you know, Cardi B's better than Jay-Z. Like, what the fuck are you saying?
Hey, Cardi go hard, dog.
Shut up. Cardi B,
go
yeah, she's
hard,
hard,
dog.
but
Damn
for
near married
women,
to Cardi B.
like, come on, like, you
You make the
can't.
argument Cardi might be better than Tory Lanez.
They're definitely both better than Cardi.
nah.
Y'all don't listen to Tory, so y'all can't even say
I'm
that.
not saying
But that's
Megan
why
is.
they-
They've only
embark on
heard
this
radio
argument?
hits. Yeah.
That's why I didn't embark on this.
Don't
send me no
Because I'm
fucking
they don't
Megan
even
shit.
listen to Tory like that.
I don't want no goddamn Megan shit.
He said he gonna send him some Megan. He's like, hey, I got some Megan songs.
How much,
I don't want that.
I bet
how
before
much
you.
different is it than listening to Cardi?
Cardi a gangster.
Hey,
No,
what's
Meg is a fucking player.
there's-
Dog. She really be telling these niggas like, I'm the pimp and you the whatever the shit
Nigga
is.
got shot by Tory Lanez. I don't want the music from her.
He didn't get shot. Or whatever
Why you
the
gotta
fuck
do
they
all
said.
that?
Hey,
That's the
That's
Megan
what
is.
they said.
Dog, I'm telling you, dog. Hey,
She didn't
I
get
feel
shot.
I feel like your morning affirmations like I'm a bad bitch. Remember that. Like, and that sets your day. Like I'm a bad bitch. Let me just
Crazy ways.
Oh my
All right. That was crazy. That's really not.
Danielle gonna be like, Darius, come do the dishes. Nah. Oh my god. All right.
Y'all crazy to really not give Meg her respect on bars.
I'm not giving her. I'll give her respect, but you crazy
not
for
Not
that.
better than Tory, dog.
You
That
crazy.
shit, I would not say that.
All right. The last segment that we got to do is called Goat or Note. This is one that you came up with.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm going to give you a handful of topics or artists or
Yeah.
athletes or whatever the topic is of the week. And you can say either they're a GOAT and you got to say what they're the GOAT of. You
Yeah.
don't have to be just the GOAT of
Right.
whatever. You have to say what they're the GOAT of. Or you say they're not a GOAT of anything at all. They're just a notable name.
Yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Is this your king? Huh? Tory Lanez.
I was
Goat
just
or
about
note?
to say
Okay, no.
Yeah,
He's
come
not
on,
a
like,
goat.
Not a goat.
I'm just checking the temperature in the room. Checking
Come
the
on,
temperature in the
now.
room.
He's a note.
All right. Chris Brown.
Goat.
Okay, those are the easy
I gotta
ones.
go
We're
goat.
gonna warm it up a little bit. These is all music topics, by the way, or music people. Lauryn Hill, GOAT or note?
Woo.
One
That's
album.
a tough one because it's
That is
only the
so
one album.
tough.
But that one album,
But you can't
Damn
sleep
near goat.
on
Good thing
some
Calvin
shit
here.
going diamond. Like, yeah, you gotta
How
go
old is
goat.
Calvin?
Who's better?
How old is Calvin?
Because
30.
I'm still like
Same age as us,
every
nigga.
time I look at him, it just baffles me. I'm like, you look like he's like young, like he looks young, but he old. Like I don't. What is? How old is he?
you couldn't have
he's the
that
same
off
age
camera.
as us, dog.
No, I'm
Hey,
sorry.
man, you
I'm
ain't
sorry,
ripping
Calvin.
up my dog. He
I'm
didn't got a
sorry.
chance to finish. Wait till he on this podcast
No,
with your
okay,
ass.
I can't
Yeah,
wait.
ask
bro.
him that
Yeah.
question
Get
when
your
y'all
ass
next to
Cool.
each other.
All right, go ahead. Continue.
Lauryn Hill is, you said GOAT,
I'm gonna have to go goat
and what is she the GOAT of?
because who's better than her? Like, who would
What-
you put in front of
You
her?
have to defend it.
What's
What is she the GOAT of?
Yeah, you got to say that first.
She's the goat of female rap artists.
No.
She's the goat of female rap artists. Who's outsold her? Who's
Lauryn Hill?
outsold her?
Lauren.
Tell me somebody who has outsold
Isn't
Lauryn
she
Hill.
That's
kinda-
not the only.
isn't she
that's
kinda
not
like
the
in-
only?
It's not the only
area.
metric, but it's also like the respect comes from that, the whole nine. Like,
I mean, she's talking about like a female rap artist.
She's not
like,
really a rapper.
but
though.
nobody has still named a female rap artist.
No,
She's
she ain't
like a balance in between.
Who's better? That's all I'm
Like
asking.
a better rapper?
Who is a better
She's more of a
female
poet-
rap
a
artist
poet.
than Lauryn Hill?
I don't know if I
Meg the
like-
Stallion.
Like,
You can't, nigga.
like the thing.
Yo, that should go live forever.
I'm never gonna let this shit go.
All right.
I'm struggling with labeling her as a female rapper.
I
Yeah,
would've
that's
said-
what I'm
okay,
saying.
But here's my thing. When I'm gonna say that, I'm gonna give you guys the floor and say who is better.
I would have just changed the what she's the GOAT of to like the best female,
One album artist.
but maybe like the best female like crossover artist. Cause like she ain't the best rapper.
She's not a rapper.
but she's like it's like her music ain't really rap music. You know
But
what I mean?
did she not win Grammys for best rap
She
album?
did, but I wouldn't make her to go to that category. That's
So did
that's what makes
Beyonce
it-
won for a country album, by the way.
No, that's fine. But Lauryn Hill and
That don't
Beyonce
make-
is two different things.
But that don't make Beyonce a country artist. Is the
That's
point
what
that
I'm
we're saying.
no, it's not.
Like just because she do a rap album don't mean that she a rapper.
But Lauryn Hill also went diamond.
In what?
Miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Is that
In the
because
rap album.
maybe she only put one album out?
Yeah.
And it wasn't other shit people to listen to?
We just keep
And-
streaming that motherfucker.
Right.
I mean,
Maybe
I feel you, but like, there's plenty of
All right.
motherfuckers that went diamond off of their one best album.
We're gonna move on. T-Pain, note or goat?
No.
Okay.
He didn't,
But-
go to, he didn't go to autotune.
That
But-
nigga might be a goat to me, but,
but-
I
He
don't know.
changed music.
He
though.
changed
That nigga did
shit.
change
He
music.
changed music, bro.
I'm going note, and only because like I feel like he didn't take it as far as he could have.
Okay.
Like he stopped before he could have been GOAT.
He still make music,
He does, but like
not on the level that he did.
if that nigga would have kept going off of the shit that he had when he started
but
with
then, like,
I'm in love with
everybody
a stripper.
started doing autotune and autotune.
Yeah, but
kinda
you
just
still
got,
can't
like-
beat T-Pain.
You can't, but like the public got tired of hearing autotune.
But it's still even
But
today.
is that
music-
his fault?
Tory still do
No,
that
but it's
shit?
still no.
Tory do.
First of all, autotune's using every fucking.
I'm just saying.
Like even if you rap,
Auto-tune
there's
is
some
every
levels they don't
single-
know nothing about
absolutely.
making songs. So
Auto-tune
it's
is absolutely
used at
every
some
single
point.
That
record.
nigga think he a rapper. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I got a couple hits.
You do, dog.
I got
Don't
a
let
couple
these
hits.
niggas
Yeah,
talk
I
you
know.
down, bro.
You ain't about to shit on my
I ain't say
shit.
name.
I got some
I'm
hits.
just saying. Auto-tune is in a lot more songs than
It
y'all
is,
think.
y'all
but
think.
like, but
Him,
like
though.
T-Pain though was like all autotune on every track.
He was.
And
but
the
he
crazy
could
thing is like the
also
nigga can actually sing
Yeah,
really
yeah.
good.
He
Really
could
sing.
actually sing.
But he changed music, bro. He pioneered
changed
music.
music.
But I said he did go to autotune.
Yeah, I feel like he might have been a goat.
I think he did like max out.
The only
From-
reason why I'm
that's
saying
my
no
argument.
is because I feel like Chris Brown took more advantage of the auto-tune than T-Pain did.
Not for his actual audience that we give a
don't
fuck
think so.
about.
Because
I think so.
T-Pain,
I don't fuck with none of the Chris Brown auto-tune
T-Pain is
pop
who
shit.
he is.
Okay, so
because
name
of
5
autotune.
songs by Chris Brown.
That really is like a
Name
lot of
5
his-
songs by Chris Brown. I'm about to tell you if it's auto-tune.
Okay, well, his first album, none of it was
Chris
autotune.
Brown, like the whole Chris Brown album
Right.
was.
Y'all confuse autotune with like hearing it. Autotune is
But-
on every vocal.
I hear you, but
Yeah,
that's
but
what I'm
that's
talking
every
about.
engineer
We're
vocal.
We're talking about for
We're talking about
for T-Pain. Like T-Pain was
Hey, can
pure.
we get some autotune in here though? That would be dope as fuck. I go crazy over here.
Like,
What was Drew Brown on that song?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah, girl.
I still got that
Hey,
shit.
Drew got a lot of play on this, man.
That shit was cool. All right, we're gonna move to the next one. Future, goat or no?
The Future's GOAT. 100%.
Ooh, we got something over there.
Change the fucking industry.
Goat of what though? South?
What is he the goat?
I'm asking him. I'm not saying it. I'm
No,
asking him.
Future changed the way that rap.
I hear you.
could be
Answer the
done.
fucking
So
question.
what
the goat
is
of
he
what?
the goat of? Rap?
You messing up your own segment. The goat of what?
This is hard. This is hard. Y'all got it. But I would say Future is the GOAT
Of being
of
toxic?
the new generation.
That toxic
rap.
generation. No, you made a great point.
Like the
He's a go to that.
wait. The goat of
The new
rap
generation
for
rap.
this generation. Like they think he's the best rapper of all time.
No, he's not a
Bro.
rapper. He's not.
Like for
There-
that generation,
Like, and this goes back to a conversation me and you had. Like, Future got way too many kids in this
he
industry.
does.
Like, these niggas that all the younger people listen to, they come from Future.
they do a lot of them,
I'ma always put Future in GOAT status.
But is
regardless
that
of the category.
so? But when
Regardless
you,
of the
when
fucking
you talk
category.
about like the artists that came from him, though, they all come from one region of the country.
What's that mean?
So
They could have came from somebody else, but instead they was birthed by Future.
right, but like, does that make him a goat for like rap? If it's
Yes.
if it's not
Wait,
Because that whole
Dez has a
that
big
whole
problem with
portion of the genre doesn't
do.
even exist without Future being who he was.
I'm giving you that. every
Okay,
time.
so if we're saying GOAT, we're not talking about lyrics because we're not talking about
He
lyrics,
gets to decide
right?
What the
No.
he's the goat of.
Right. Okay.
No.
he still ain't said what
Because
he
when you
did.
say the rap GOAT,
you still ain't answered your
Yeah, that's
fucking
like-
thing.
He's not
because
the rap
he's
He
not
is a rap
he's
GOAT.
not a lyricist. Is what I'm saying. Like,
No, but that's not the argument here.
He's
Oh,
a
okay,
hip hop
all right,
goat.
all right.
He's a
All
rap.
Or is he a GOAT or is he just a notable person? If he's a GOAT,
He's not a notable
what
person.
is he?
He's a goat.
What is he the GOAT of? And you're saying the GOAT of the new generation.
And
So let
I was
me
saying
ask
the
you a
GOAT.
question though.
yeah.
To be considered a GOAT, don't you have to be considered that by multiple generations?
Yeah.
I mean,
So that would be my generation, because there's people in my generation that think he's a goat, and then
I would
there's
say
people
no to
like
your
your son who think people in your son's generation.
Julian don't think Future is a
I didn't
GOAT.
say Juju. I'm
No,
saying
you
in
said
his
my son.
generation.
all right, next one. Aaliyah.
Oh, this breaks my heart. Because I thought about this.
When? How? Oh, you did
Because
come up with this.
we were thinking about this segment.
You gave him the list already?
No.
No,
He
no,
came
no,
up
no.
with this segment.
I just had the idea of the segment.
Buy some time. You don't want to say what you got to say.
Say it.
Like I gotta go no, dog.
And I agree with him on that.
I gotta
I
go no.
think she would have been a GOAT
Yeah.
for sure.
All right.
She didn't get the chance to be a GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I'm gonna say that.
R. Kelly is next on the list, sweetheart.
GOAT of R&B.
Okay.
Chris Brown is not the R&B category we were talking about.
That's what I was fucking trying to say.
Y'all on the same team.
I know. I'm just saying that's what I was trying
I'm just
to
saying, I
say.
saw you roll your eyes, and I'm like,
First
that's
off,
not-
bitch, I'm not him. I didn't roll mine.
All right. Next. Nas.
Ooh. Nas, oh man.
Nas is a GOAT. There's too many people that believe he's a GOAT.
Of?
Rap.
No, what is he the GOAT of in this segment?
Lyricism. I'm gonna give Nas GOAT of lyricism.
That's not a bad one.
He's not a notable name.
All right, last one. Nip.
This hurts my heart.
Oh, you fuck you.
Nah, this
You gotta be shitting.
this hurts my heart, dog. Because like,
Look, hey, do me a favor. Look behind you real quick.
No, look at the camera. And
No.
say what you gotta say.
I'm not saying nothing yet.
Well, when you say the bullshit you thinking of, I dare you to look at the camera and say this. Nipsey Hussle. Is he a GOAT or is he a note?
Nipsey is the GOAT of.
That's fine.
Okay. So Nipsey is the GOAT of the fucking empowering the community and like making that shit believe you can accomplish anything that you want to and pushing it further than you ever wanted to. The only thing that I
Save the
hate.
friendship.
No, the only thing that I hate is he didn't get a chance to be the GOAT in rap.
That's fine.
I don't think
Nobody
like,
was gonna say
He got
that.
that shit cut off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's why I said it hurts, because it's like when I think about Nipsey,
I low key feel like though,
I'm like-
had we not reacted the way we did, you
No.
might have just went no.
Yeah. That
No,
was
no.
for sure coming. That was what was about to happen.
because he's notable in rap. Because he didn't
But you
get a
to
chance to
pick
be the GOAT.
Any category of what he would
I don't
be the
think he
GOAT of.
understands his segment.
I
No.
added the you gotta name it part to it, but he saved it.
I do
All right.
understand, nigga. You-
All right.
I don't even know what the fuck it is.
That started this barbecue business.